We're back with Michelle Obama and a new video that is going around now from Michelle Obama, where she talks about Barack Obama and his home country of Kenya.
Barack has led by example. When we took our trip to Africa and visited his home country in Kenya, we took a public HIV...
Stop. I gave you the first two options. The first two options is, oh my gosh, he's just verified he's not an American citizen. Oh! Uh-huh. Option number two, she is just saying something stupid as a spouse. She's just saying something, political. Remember, if this came out in 2008, he's the man of the world. He's lived all over the world. He's his home country of Kenya, which his dad is from Kenya. His dad left him to go join the communist government of Kenya. Hello. He's from Kenya. His aunt is about to be deported back to Kenya because she's an illegal alien here. That's never going to happen, but you get the point. So it is kind of home country. Saying something stupid. The third one is really, why is this coming out now? As we find out, it's 2008. And it was at the, the Gay and Lesbian
Leadership Council
Leadership
of the
Council.
DNC.
Of the DNC. Who had this videotape and they've been sitting on it for so long? Why is this being released now? Here's the third theory. The third theory is this is a losing battle. This paints people into nut jobs just as much as Bush blew up the World Trade Center and Dick Cheney went and was scuba diving and he blew up the levees in New Orleans. Now, there are people that believe that the 9/11 job was done by George W. Bush and his henchmen, and Dick Cheney only having heart attacks because he was trying to scuba dive so much, getting in shape for blowing up the levees. Those people are nuts. The idea of the birth certificate, let's just say that it's not true. Let's just say that he's actually born here in America.
Let's be crazy.
Be out on the edge. Let's just say he was born here in America. And there weren't, KGB government operatives that were planting stories in the press in Hawaii in 1962.
Okay, but this is all silly.
I know.
I
know.
I mean,
I got it.
You're asking us to stretch.
I know.
Okay.
Let's just say that he's not the Manchurian candidate from birth.
Okay.
If you're playing to your base and you are trying to paint people as crazy, as Tea Party goers, as hateful, as people you just can't be around, and you're trying to rally your base around you, wouldn't one of the best things that you could do is go on the birther thing? Let me just give you the poll numbers on it. With independents, 83-8. Was he born in America? 83% of independents say yes. 8% say no. Among adults between 45 and 59, 82-8. In the Midwest, 90-6. In the Midwest, not the Northeast, in the Midwest, think Ohio, 90-6. They have nothing that polls this well. Nothing. Is he an American? Yes. The majority says overwhelmingly yes. So if you want to make them into moon landing people, what's the most effective sign that you could carry at a tea party? I mean, if you're thinking like the Obama administration, he was born in Kenya. It's the most effective sign to paint you into a nut job that you can carry. Why is this tape being released now? They need you to be perceived as a nut job. I'm telling you, please run away from the birther movement. Run away. Let's just say, here's the case that people always make. Well, it's against the Constitution. You don't care about the Constitution. Let's just say we live on another planet where everything is upside down and you're right. Do you really think that that's the most pressing issue today? That's the one that's going to bring this guy down? Really? That one. The birther issue. It's the biggest waste of time I have ever seen.
They just passed an unconstitutional bill to take over 1/6 of the U.S. economy, and that is pretty evident.
That you have a case.
That you got a case. That could actually wind up before the Supreme Court. This birther thing, not so much.
Is it even worse, though, than a waste of time? I mean, when you have a poll...
No. It is actually, I believe, now I could be wrong on this, that, this thing is being released now. I believe this is being released by operatives on the left that want to stir the pot.
They're doing everything they can to stir the pot. Did you see the Chris Matthews interview of Dana Loesch, who is she's a Tea Party organizer. I think she's a local talk show host, and she was on his program, and they were talking about something else. I don't know, tea parties and whatever. And Matthews just kept hammering her on every teeny little fringe issue with the right. And then
they need the fringe issues.
They need
it. I'm telling you. They need violence.
Yeah.
They need racist, and they need crazy. That's what they need. Because everything else, those three things will rally their base, because even their base in many cases are against some of the things that they're doing, or at least how they're doing it. So they've got to have either violence to unite people. They need an emergency. Violence, racism, or crazy.
And they can't get any violence. So they stoke this crazy fire until hopefully some violence will break out, hopefully to them. This spitting thing, the guy who was supposedly arrested was actually let go by police. There is no evidence. Clyburn won't even talk about that incident. The other issue was supposedly a confrontation, a yelling match between two people. Insults went on both sides. I mean, there's no foundation to any of this Tea Party stuff about them really getting nasty and up in people's faces. So they're stoking it this way. And Chris Matthews is stoking the birther flames.
Sides, but the difference that I'm seeing is that a lot of people on the left like to sit here and portray that the fringe on the right represent the whole of the right, and that's not.
Did you just see that sign? Don't blame me. I voted for an American. There is a big number of people out there, led by Neugebauer of Texas and other Congress people, who challenge this president's birthright.
Stop. There's a big number of people. Let me give them to you again. Independents, 83-8. Adults, 82-8. In the Midwest, 90-6. Where's that big number?
Just go for Republicans as a whole. It's 28%. 28.
That's a big number?
That's a big... That's
the number minority. Of the Republicans are falling through the floor.
Ask the number of Democrats. What percentage would you have had in 2004 of people who thought George W. Bush was
9/11 was an inside job.
Was it inside
job?
Run
those polls, and they were up around 50% of Democrats at one. And in one poll, I remember seeing that. And it's a lot of that's just they don't like the guy, and because they think it's against him, they vote against him.
That's fine.
Exactly,
that's fine. And that's why you must not play along.